autumn, winter time again in the northern hemisphere, and I need some small jobs to be pottering along with to keep the little grey cells ticking over during this winter period. And I was watching a few YouTube videos of people making 12 volt batteries 3S with the battery kit that you can get quite cheap, and 21 cells. So I said I'd make one, and then I said, well, why not make two and put them in parallel and get a box and make a bit of a power station. So that's what I've done. Being lithium, it's very light. I'm always surprised lifting it. I expect it to be heavier than being used to the lead acid. So clip here, I suppose this was an ammo box, and I put a bit of a shelf here, removable shelf, holding the 12 volt LED bulb, USB SIG adapter, and a USB-C and a USB micro. So that should cover all eventualities. And here I have the two small batteries. There's a bit of tidying up now to do with the wiring, but it fitted in there nicely. And they are what I used 2,500 milliamp hour cells, so there's about 17.5 each. So there's about a total of 35 ampere hours, which is a good capacity. And this one now, compared to previous ones, I have kept a lot simpler, not putting too many connections on. So I just have 12 volt posts here, and of course I have to remind myself is 12.6 volt charging, not to get confused with the others. And on this side I went to basic before I used to put too much on. So I have a meter, on-off switch, cigarette socket, and a 12 volt jack for the light, and I can put USB in here, so I've covered with most things. I purchased this little unit. There are a couple of different types. Some have the two switches on the front. This one has the setting switch at the back, but you can turn it on and off. And I got it because it has a temperature sensor remote that I've put between the two batteries. And this is reasonable. I've been charging, discharging, and it's reasonable. So that worked out fine. As I say, I kept it very basic, because there are little stand-ups. So I put holes here, both for drainage, which I don't, not really for drainage, but for a bit of ventilation. Holes here at the top underneath that lid to just give a bit of ventilation through. For charging, I've been using this IMAX B6, which I've had, my goodness, 10 years or more, when I started off with drones. So that's handy for charging. And I have this little one, the Nano Smart Charger. That one's very handy because you can do the same as here. You can charge, balance, discharge, storage, but you can also use this as like a benchtop type power supply. And I have this thing here, which is just an old brick or whatever, power off of an old laptop lead, and it is 19 volts out, so 19 volts coming in, and I can use different adapters on the way out, and you have and you can stick in the balance leads, which is great as well. Now I also put in balance leads when I was putting the batteries together for both sets, and I've had this again for a long time, this digital battery capacity checker, and again I can clip in and monitor the individual cells, and if there's a a difference appearing between them, and I think you can use this also for a bit of balancing, but I would be more inclined to use this one for that. So that's her. A bit of tidying up with the wiring now, and yeah, I should be set with that. Next thing I'll have to be thinking about now is solar charging as well. That's a different kettle of fish, and I'll be looking at that coming up. That's all for now. Bye for now.